Hi everyone. Today I'm going to introduce a train signaling system, which is a traffic simulator. First off, I'm going to briefly explain how to get the simulator started. Secondly, I will demonstrate some simulation examples. And finally, how to create train networks and get them simulated. Let's get started. First, I need a command line, which is this, in order to launch the simulator. This TS system is working directory. Let's increase the font size a bit. In this folder, I have all my Python files. This simulator.py is the file to get the simulation started. One more thing to mention in this directory is this data folder. Whenever a simulation gets started, each traffic network will be automatically saved into this data folder as a text file. So you can later reload the file and then you can either edit the network or rerun the simulation. Let's take a look at the folder. As you can see here, I have two files. One is data and the other is data3. I will revisit this directory later after running several rounds of emulation in order to make sure that train networks are saved. Okay, let's get back to working folder and get the simulator launched. Python simulator.py. I'm gonna run the demo. One, here we go. As you can see here, the simulation is completed this way. If you want to move it a bit slower, you can set the speed. For instance, speed number 6 is for the fastest, number 0 for the slowest. So I'm going to type number 0 and then run the demo one more time. It's much slower now. So you can see better the switchings. Switchings determine which way the train can go. So this train gets to its destination. This is the first example of the simulation. There are some more networks to simulate for you. So let's bring up some more. First, get the simulation started again, and then starting from 0, here we go. Okay, done. And another one, demo 2, right? Because we've done the demo 1 earlier with the speed change. It looks a bit different network. Oh, it's done as well. And next one, demo 3, and enter. There are 7 trains for this network. Okay, good. The last one is demo 4. It looks way more complex, right? Let's see if it gets through without any trouble. Okay, each train got to its destination successfully. So it's the end of the demonstrations. So let's move on to building our own network. By getting the simulator launched again, we are now in the home menu. To enter the editor mode, we need a command. Let's figure out by getting some help. As you can see over here, we have a bunch of commands: save, load, and editor, or add for the editor mode, as well as sim and start for the simulation. These are commands to get the simulation started, but we are going to build new networks, so we need this command. I'm going to use ed to enter the edit mode. Editor window is popped up like this. As you can see the top in the command prompt here, you can type help again to get some more helps. Let's do it. Typing help, you can get not only these known commands, but also a list of new commands. These are commands that I can use to build train network. These first 3 are for adding components to the network. In order to add trains to the network, for instance, I need this tr command, and this is for the track segment. Like the tr command, this ts is used to get the segments added. Last one is to add signal devices. Following 3 are for deleting existing components. You can simply put a minus sign in front of each addition command to get it switched to each deletion mode. Let's get the building started. First, restart this simulator. is brought up. Let's bring the prompt to the top. I'm going to add track segment, so I need this command ts. Let's type this ts. It asks me where I want to put track segment. Here's an example, A1U. A1 indicates this position, which is the coordinate of this point, especially for the left end of the track segment. So right end of the segment is laid upward. Again, the first value A1 is the coordinate of the segment left end, and U1 is the orientation of the segment's right end. In this example, I will type A1 and U, so the segment will be laid this way. As you can see here, the segment has been laid as expected. This is how to add component, and let's move on to how to delete the component. To delete it, I must type exactly same command and coordinate, except putting a minus sign in front of the command tr. So we are in delete mode now, and I need to type the same argument, A1 and U, enter. As you can see, it's gone. Okay, then let's build a simple network to get a simulation started. I will lay track segment from A1 and all the way down to S1. Instead of typing each coordinate of all segments, I will specify the range starting from the first one to the last. A1 and range delimiter colon, and S1 H for all segment in the range. It means all segment lay this orientation, horizontal layout. Let's see what happens. Oops, it said failed. It seems there's something wrong. I don't know why. Oh, I got it. I'm still in delete mode. I didn't get out of the previous delete, meaning that I didn't learn ts command to switch it to add mode. Sorry about that. Then let's get it switch it. Enter, right? This is the add mode, track segment add mode. In here, I'm going to type the same coordinate and orientation and enter. Yes, I added. Then let's add some more segments. This way and that way. What I need to type here by starting from this segment, G1 and this orientation. So I G1, so G1 and D for down and enter. Okay, done. And next, I2, I and 2 from this point to that one, S and 2 horizontally. Let's type it, I2 colon and all the way down to S2. Finally, H for horizontal orientation this way and enter. These rails are ready. Let's move on to adding signal device. A signal should be here first, which will work with the junction switch nearby here. So one here, and when a train comes opposite direction this way, another one should be over here. And also this direction, there should be one as well. I will start adding from this one. Adding a signal is easy. All you need to do is to type each coordinate. I'm in track segment add mode right now. So let's switch to signal add mode first by typing SG and enter. It's now in signal add mode. Let's add the first signal around this position, G1, G1, and enter. It's been added. Let's add another one at K and 1 at this position, K1, and enter. We have another one. The last one here, K2, K2, enter. We have all three signals we need. Let's move on to final component, train. By switching signal add mode to train add. To switch it, I need to type TR, which is short form of a train, and enter. Now we are in train add mode. I'm going to add a train here. Here is an example, A1B3. The first coordinate A1 is the starting point of the train, and this is the end point, which is its destination. But in my network, I will get a train started at A1, goes through G1, and down to S2. By typing A1 space and destination S2 and enter, then the train appeared over here. And this train is supposed to start from A1, get to G1, and take lower to fork, and finally get to S2. The train should be parked this way. Now that I have basically finished building a train network, I'm ready to get the simulation started as a next step. Let's jump in. I will use sim, which stems from simulation. The command sim and enter. Then it asks me, do you want to use your own network or layout? Yes, I'm going to use it. Type Y and enter. Eventually the simulation gets started. It has been completed. All right. We are now getting close to the end of this video. Let's quickly move on to the last part. First, let's take a look at all these messages. It was printed during the simulation. Let's move all the way up to the first message. We are at 45 now. Here we are. When the simulation gets started, it prints each track segment position, as you can see here. The next one is about each location of all signal devices. The third one is about all junction switches in the network, such as how many are there and where they are. The last one is train route information. For example, the train moves starting from 1 and 1, which is position A1, and C1 as the next, and all the way down to S2. This is the routing table, which gets the train to move along in order to arrive its destination. As I said earlier, I want to revisit the data folder. In this data folder, we had only 2 files. Let's get into the data folder. Let's see how many files we have right now. I can see 4 new files. As I said earlier, all new network which were used in simulation are saved into this folder. One of these 4 files is a network that I built to show you in this video. Let's load the network to the simulator. I think this is the one. Let's copy the file name first and bring up the simulator by typing Python simulator.py load and paste it. This is the file name of the network. Let's get it loaded. Enter. Oops, what happened? Oh, sorry. It shouldn't be here. Okay, let's load it. Yes, this is the same network as I built. Let's run the simulation with this loaded file and see if it works. Sim. Yes. Okay, I can get the simulation started with the loaded file. Actually, this brought me to the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, I'm going to come back with improved simulator. Until then, bye for now. Thank you.